What's going on, Patriots fans? Welcome to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Coming up here, I've got 3 overreactions for this Overreaction Monday. Unfortunately, it's not a victory Monday because, of course, the Patriots ended up losing to the Rams 28-22 in Week 11. But I don't think we're that far off from victories here moving forward, and I'm going to break that down here on today's show. But before I hop into that, obviously, I was not here for Week 11 versus the Rams. Jack Lauderay took over Patriots channel for me, and I just want to give you guys a huge thank you for showing up on Sunday, even though I wasn't there, for showing up and supporting Jack while he helped me out. And if you guys are ready for Week 11, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. I promise I have no other siblings to get married. So that was my only sibling. He got married this weekend. It was a beautiful wedding. He and his bride are absolutely stunning. I know they're going to have a happy and healthy life. So thank you guys so much for all of your congratulations. But let's talk football. Number one, because I was gone over the weekend for my brother's wedding, because my opinion, family comes first, Adam Schefter did announce that the Patriots finally released Tyquan Thornton. I know you guys already know this, but I just want to touch on it in case you missed it. The Patriots were one of 3 teams in the NFL that had 7 wide receivers on their roster, which is too many for a Patriots offense that doesn't even hit their wide receivers as much as they should. So Thornton's gone, but there was a reason for that. It's because Christian Barmore came back. We're going to talk about Barmore on a video later today. Let's go ahead and get into our first overreaction. Number 1, Drake Maye has a turnover problem. This comes because Drake Maye obviously threw an interception on the game-winning drive that ended the ball game. And I'm just going to say this is not an this is an overreaction. This is an overreaction. Drake Maye does not have a turnover problem. I honestly don't know how many games a rookie has to go through before something has to become a problem. And I do want to just preface to why some are saying that this is now becoming an issue for the quarterback. Number 1, in Week 9, you lost to the Tennessee Titans because you threw an interception in overtime, which obviously, as you guys can see, Kayshon Boutte being double-teamed here probably wasn't the best target in that circumstance. But when you go back and you look at the film, Boutte, who ended up falling on this route, having to recover, allowed that other defender to come in right in front of him and snag this interception. And then again, of course, in Week 11, he threw an interception on the game-winning drive, 2 minutes left to go, to try and go up 7 and beat the Rams. But, I mean, you see Pop Douglas, he's the intended receiver all the way up there, the top part of the screen, and then you see the interception. He wasn't even close. It almost looked like Demario Douglas ran the wrong route. But after the game, they both said, look, that was an unfortunate miscommunication on both ends. So I just think that you just have to keep getting better. This is not a problem. These are growing pains. He is a rookie. He is figuring out what type of quarterback he is going to be. When you're Ramondre Stevenson, a player that just got a 4-year extension, and you have dropped the ball in 5 games in a row, that is a problem. Drake Maye throwing costly interceptions is not a problem. It is a 22-year-old man who is trying to figure out what NFL quarterback he's going to be and how to deal with the pressure that comes from an NFL defense. So I don't think you need to panic just yet. And I don't think Drake Maye is panicking. I think he's responding to this the way that he should, knowing that he has to get better. At the end of the day, just got to go and be on the same page. I think Pop Douglas did the right thing. Just goes back to me. During the week, doing more. He didn't blame Pop. He didn't blame the play calling. He didn't blame the referees. He just came out here and said, at the end of the day, I've got to do more. And he's not wrong. This definitely is something that needs to be fixed. But with growing pains, you're going to have that. You're going to have the issue at hand, and then how are you going to address it? And what's super great is that you hear Christian Gonzalez, you hear Pop Douglas, you hear Jerod Mayo after the game not blaming Drake Maye for his interception. You just hear him saying he knows what he needs to do. He knows it wasn't the right play, and he feels bad about it. But we've got his back. We're going to go back to practice. We're going to work harder, and we're going to help him be the best quarterback that he can be. And I'm going to bring this up, and I thought it was a little bit controversial for me to bring it up. Number 1, I am not comparing Drake Maye to Tom Brady. I'm putting that out there right now. But I do just want to preface that rookies do this, all right? He's thrown 6 interceptions so far this season, which is going to come from a rookie. Tom Brady threw 12 interceptions as a rookie. That's double digits. And once again, Not comparing, just saying this is what happens when you've got a 22-year-old in the backfield that is trying to make a play and lead his team to victory. Sometimes he doesn't see the routes he's supposed to see. Because maybe in the future, when he sees that Pop Douglas isn't running the right route, or maybe he overstepped his mark, May can start to think on his feet with the more experience that does come. All right, here's my question, though. Do you guys think it's a turnover problem? I think it's growing pains, so I'm going to say no. But if you guys think yes, that's okay. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comment sections how you really feel about Drake Maye's costly interceptions, not once, but twice so far this season. While you guys do that, let me tell you about our sponsor here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Let me tell you about PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I play PrizePicks every single game day. Here's why you guys should too. Number one, it's actually the easiest part of my day. All you have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. I love the fact that you've got crossover seasons, so you can go between multiple sports, multiple players, including collegiate and professional. And every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, so they give you a nice little discount on a player's projected stats. And every Friday is Flex Friday. Win or your money back up to $20 guaranteed. And for today's games, I do have Joe Mixon having more than 90 rushing yards, and I've got Steph Curry to have more than 25 points. Like I said, I love crossover season. I love Monday night games, so I always like to take them more as well. That's just how I like to play. You guys can obviously pick more or less and test out your skills right now at PrizePicks. All you have to do is download the app, use promo code CLNS. That'll get you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download PrizePicks, use promo code CLNS. That'll get you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Overreaction number 2, Jalen Polk is a bust from the 2024 NFL Draft. Yep, he is. This is unfortunately true. In my opinion, I have given this kid 11 games now to prove me wrong. And I know you're going to sit here and say, Allie, how can you give Drake Maye patience? How can you give Drake Maye patience but not give Jalen Polk patience? Because Drake Maye is getting better every game. Is he throwing an interception? Yes. But is he tallying on more and more passing yards every game? Absolutely. Jalen Polk is getting worse, for the love of God. The last 5 games that Polk has played, he didn't play in Week 8 because of concussion. Week 11, finally Jerod Mayo got a clue and stopped throwing him the damn ball. 0 targets for 0 receptions. He needed that. He needed to not be in that ball game down 6 at all. Week 10, 1 target, 1 reception. Guess what that was? 2-yard touchdown pass. Week 9, 1 target, 0 receptions. Week 7, 3 targets, 0 receptions. Week 6, 4 targets, 1 reception. Week 5, 7 targets, 3 receptions. Are you starting to get the pattern? This is the kid that said he has the best hands in the NFL, and you have done nothing to show me that. I don't care if you talk, but you have done not even a sliver of backing that up. And what's even more embarrassing, this is embarrassing, he has more penalties than he does receptions in the last 7 games. 4 penalties. What the hell are you doing with so many false starts? Where are you going? Because it's not to go catch the pass from Drake Maye. I know that for a fact. I will give rookies patience the way I'm giving Drake Maye patience and saying that he doesn't have a turnover problem. But let's say he goes back next game, throws 2 more picks. Let's say the next game, 3 more picks. Guess what? That starts to become a problem. Polk is a problem. He's a bust. And it just screams early draft pick bust. This was the first pick in the 2nd round for the Patriots, and they wanted to make him Drake Maye's top target. This was a guy that played right underneath Rome Odunze at Washington, and Rome Odunze is doing great in Chicago right now. And I'm giving him patience, and he still has a lot of opportunity to prove me wrong. But I am fed up right now. Jerod Mayo and what he had to say on Jalen Polk. And I apologize for saying Christian Barmore at the bottom of that screen. It's Monday. I just came back from a wedding. Give me a break. All right, look, I think it's important to remember those guys are rookies. Sometimes the expectation is that they're just going to come in here and be all pros. That's not it. Those guys, they work hard every day. At some point, they'll hit an inflection point where they can help our team win. At some point, they will help our team win. Layden Robinson's helping you win. Caden Wallace was helping you win. Drake Maye is helping you win. Marcellus Dial is helping you win. When do Jalen Polk and Javon Baker help the Patriots win? That's the question, I guess. Well, here's a question for you. Is he a bust? Am I being too hard on the kid? I mean, my goodness. I'll give credit where credit's due. I will give you patience. But if you cannot catch the football as a wide receiver in the NFL, you're a bust. But type E for too early to tell. Type B for bust. I'm done saying it. Feels weird saying it so many times. All right. Overreaction number 3. The Pats are on the brink of being a good team. And I actually haven't heard this just yet. But I'm going to say it's not an overreaction. This is my opinion. I think the Patriots are right there from being a good team. The last couple of games, albeit not the strongest schedule that they have played, and the Titans and the Bears and the Rams, but it does look like the Patriots are starting to have things fall in line. And I will be honest, the coaching is still not my favorite part of this rebuild. There's definitely been some instances where I'm like, the growing pains are also real with head coach Jerod Mayo, and you saw that especially in Week 11. Even when it came down to days before that game, you decided to not have Christian Gonzalez, Shadow, nor Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua, but rather just play him out in the open. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. What's even more stupid is going for a field goal when you're on the 2-yard line. Even more stupid. There are still decisions where I'm like, okay, that wasn't right. But they are getting closer to winning. Diana Rossini says at this point in the season, people around the league believe this coaching staff is safe. And we'll see if that changes. Because in the Tennessee Titans game, you lost it in overtime. The Bears game, you dominated 19-3. The Rams game, going up against a very talented offense in Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, a very good defensive line with Kobe Turner, Byron Young, Jared Verse, and one of the best NFL coaches in Sean McVay at his age. You still lost by 6. That's a loss, but it's improvement in my opinion. And I do feel like May is growing faster than Jerod Mayo is. Why do I feel like that? That the 22-year-old is having a better rookie season than Jerod Mayo is in his rookie season as a first-year head coach. When I see Drake Maye out there and I see him being flushed out of the pocket, taking it on the feet, getting the first down, gaining more, putting a shoulder down, dropping, hitting a tackle, it shows me more leadership than Jerod Mayo kicking on the 2-yard line. Setting up Christian Gonzalez for a failure in the secondary by not shadowing one-on-one with either Nacua or Kupp. And I do think that if the Patriots just have one game moving forward where they're fully in control of this ball game, Mayo's in touch, Drake Maye's in touch, the defense is defensing, whatever, like they were in the Bears game, I think that that's really going to start to let this thing roll. You lost to the Rams by 6. I'll go back and look at my preseason predictions, but I promise you I had the Rams winning, and it was by more than 6. If the Patriots can just find a game where they can be in control from the first snap to the last, I think that's going to help them continue to get closer to being a winning ball team. So, I am pointing my finger at Jerod Mayo here, just a little bit. What does he need to do this week? I like Drake Maye. He knows what he needs to do. But Jerod Mayo, after every game, I just hear we got to do better. Do what better? Point out your flaws, Mayo, and then we can address them and move forward. But that's just me. If you guys want more intake and if you guys want more opinions here for the Patriots football team, well, then you're in the right spot. Once again, thank you guys so much for letting me celebrate my brother this weekend, for congratulating him in the comments. I read all of them. They made me tear up. I appreciate you guys. You're like my family. And here at this family, we stay connected, so hit that sub button for me.